Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another Tajweed tips and tricks tutorial. In this lesson, we'll be going over stopping on round ta and ha. So from just like the previous lesson, this is taken from volume 11, I believe it is, from the full Safar Qa'idah, the one with the green cover. This is page number 124 from that Qa'idah. And it's an area that I've been asked to cover, and it's part of a playlist, inshallah, which is being put together that contains the full Safar green, the full Qa'idah, basically a lesson per page for that Qa'idah. So let's get straight into it. We're stopping on round ta and round ha. So round ta and round ha, you can see why they're called round ta and round ha just from this example here, box number 1 and 3. If you just look at these together, the only difference between a round ta and a round ha is what? Yes, it's the two dots. So the two dots on top is a ta, and without the dots it's a ha. And we call this round because it's pretty much round, not quite an exact circle, but close enough. And all of these, if you go through them, like box number 6, that's a properly round one. At the end of box number 6, that ta there, see how it's round like a circle? So it does come appear like that in the Quran sometimes. And I'm sure you've done, by the time you've got to this stage, you've seen many examples of the round ta and the round ha. Okay, so what we're going to be focusing on is not the full words or the full examples in each box. I'm just going to be focusing on the stopping, the waqf. The reason for that is I don't want to make it too easy for you. You need to do your own work as well. I'm just helping you understand the formula or the lesson, the fundamental of each lesson, not having to go over and spoon feed every single sound. By the time you've got to this stage in the Qa'idah, the sounds should be very fluent and the recognition should be there. If anybody is struggling a lot in terms of the recognition and reciting correctly, then it just means that you need to spend a little bit more time on the previous lessons and understanding the basic concepts before moving on to this lesson. Okay, sorry about that. Just wanted to clarify there, because people might be wondering, and people have wondered, why I'm not doing the full word or the full sentence in these lessons, and that's the reason. So we have an example here, the first one, box number 1. At the end it says ayatun. So if we start from that alif there, sorry, not the alif, hamza, because it's got a standing fatha. So ayatun, how do we stop on that? It's very simple. Whenever you see this round ta, the first thing you do is remove the dots, so it changes to a ha. That's the first thing. So you've changed it to a ha first. So instead of ayatun, you're talking about ayahun. Okay. The next stage is to remove the double, in this case, the double dhamma, the dhammatain, the two symbols on top, the symbol on top of the ta, and you're left with, and to replace the harakas with a sukoon. So replace the double dhamma, or if it's double kasra, or if it's a fatha, whatever harakah it is, remove it and replace it with a sukoon. So you've changed it to a ha, and it's a ha sakina now. So instead of ayatun, you read it ayah. So you're stopping on the ha. Ayah. Okay, that's that example. Box number 2. So just like box number 1, change the ta to a ha, change the dhamma to a sukoon, and you're left with ah. Instead of atu, it becomes ah. Okay. In the next example, in box number 3, we've already got a ha here, so we don't have to remove any dots or anything. And with this removal doesn't mean you're going to start taking your rubber out, eraser, and your pen and start trying to cross it out. Obviously, this is just using your imagination. Okay. So on this example, ma'ahu, that stretch upside down or inverted dhamma, that changes to a sukoon. So that symbol is going to change to sukoon. So instead of ma'ahu, we're left with ma'ah. The ayn joins the ha. Ma'ah. Alright. Box number 4. At the end here, we've got Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name here. So it's billahi, if you're carrying on. In our, for our lesson, for our purposes here, we're stopping. So the ha, the kasra underneath the ha changes. So you remove that and make the ha into a sakina letter. So you put sukoon on the ha, or imagine a sukoon on the ha. So it's billah. And another side rule here is anytime you've got a kasra before the lam of Allah's name, you're going to read Allah's name with an empty mouth. So that's why it's billah. And these ha, when you read the ha at the end, in all of these examples, you have to make it clear. And make it clear not from the middle of the throat, it's from the bottom of the throat. It's a very deep ha, as opposed to the middle ha, which is the air being pushed out. This is the deep one from the bottom, from the chest, in fact. So billah. Hopefully that sound is coming across in the recording. In box number 5, waqi'atu becomes waqi'ah. It's exactly the same as box number 2. Ta with a dhamma. Box number 5 is ta with a dhamma. So it changes to a ha sakina. Ha sakina meaning a ha with a sukoon above it. This one, box number 6, tijaratin becomes tijarah. So the ra joins the ha sakina. Box number 7, dhillatu becomes dhillah. Box number 8, rahmatihi becomes rahmati. Rahmati. So making that ha clear when you're joining. We've got another example here of Allah's name. Here, just like I mentioned previously, where there's a kasra before the lam in Allah's name, here there's a dhamma. When there's a dhamma or a fatha on the letter before Allah the lam in Allah's name, we'll read Allah's name with a full mouth. So the example here is mullahu. And if we're stopping here, the ha will become sakin. So mullah. Box number 10, bahjatin becomes bahjah. Bahjah. For stopping on it. We're on to the next example, box number 11. Yarfa'uhu becomes yarfa'u. Or am I stopping? Box number 12. Khawiyatan becomes khawiyah. Box number 13. Fa'buduhu becomes fa'budu. I'll do that one again because there's a stretch, and straight after the stretch there's the ha sakin. Ha sakina, ha with the spoon, whatever you want to call it, joining ha. Fa'budu. The ha sound there at the end. In example, maytata becomes maytah. Maytah. When we're stopping. Box number 15. Mubsiratan becomes mubsirah. So the ra joins the ha sakina. Ha sakin. Mubsirah. Ra. Washahadati becomes washahada. Washahada. And some second to last one, box number 17. Warasulihi. Warasulihi becomes, when we're stopping on it, it becomes warasuli. Warasuli, because the ha has changed to ha sakina, or joining ha, because we've removed the standing kasra. In box number 18, fitnatun. Fitnatun becomes, when we're stopping on it, it becomes fitna. Fitna. Okay, Jazakallahu khairan for watching. I hope this has enlightened you somewhat on stopping on the round ta and the round ha. If it has, please do remember me and my whole family and the whole ummah in your du'as. Please do like, comment and subscribe, and please do share. If you found benefit from this video, please do share the channel with your family, friends and loved ones, so they may also benefit. Jazakallahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.